if I understand correctly, and if I don't, I'm sure you'll correct me, you're saying that from the Israeli point of view and probably the Palestinian point of view, the concept of a two-state solution makes sense, and folks have agreed on that, except probably for Hamas that doesn't want an Israel state to be there. But that the stumbling block, it sounds like, is the expectation or the hope on the Palestinian side that refugees from Israel who are Arab Palestinians could return to Israel. And Israel's position is that if all of the refugees return, then it would not be a Jewish state. So am I understanding you correctly that that's a stumbling block to the two-state solution?
That's a stumbling block. It's not the only one. And it's not as, maybe it's not as bad as it sounds, because I shouldn't be talking about the leaks, but I will anyway, you know, between you and me.
Okay. No press here.
You have seen in the negotiating papers that the Palestinians actually understand that they cannot, the dream of the return of all the refugees to their places of origin is not practicable. And there was an attempt to reach a practical solution of that. So we haven't reached that point yet, but the direction is clear. There are other problems, but I would like to add regarding the question of the two-state solution. There is actually the attacks on the two-state solution come not only from the far right, the Islamic extremists who do not accept the state of Israel, but it comes also from the left. In certain academic circles and especially in Europe, there is a vision that national borders are passé. Actually, national aspirations are a sort of a negative thing that in their view it's bear the responsibility for many of the conflicts in the past. So in their view, we should transcend that phase, which Europe as Europe has done with the creation of the European Union, etc. And maybe the solution should be one state in which there will be equality for all citizens. This is not a practical solution at this point. One day, ideally, I think when the dreams of brotherhood of all humanity will realize, we will be there too. But in the meantime, I think both sides want their own state in order to develop their own national culture, their own national aspirations. That was what Zionism is for, and that's what Palestinian nationalism is for. So at this point, we would want, I think, the Palestinians who want an agreement, and Israel, of course, agree that that is our objective.